Yeah, welcome back to the channel. Today I picked this up for about 800 bucks. I'm gonna fix it up and try to flip it. At the end of the video, I'm gonna post how much I spent on it and see how much profit I make. So stick around and have a look at that. Things are already done on it. Why I bought it for 800 bucks, the head gasket was going in. That cost about 40 bucks and about an hour to fix. I have a video on how to change the gasket. I'll post it in the description below. And I'll also put needle bearings in the axles here. It makes it a little bit easier to steer. I'll post that link in the video in the description below also. I changed the oil already and the filter. So what's left to do is just go over the mower deck, make sure it's good. All the pulleys are good, the belts. So right now I'm just gonna clean her up a little bit, make it look a little nicer. I'm gonna remove the mower deck here. There's just two clips underneath here. Yeah, the pulleys are really good shape. I'm just gonna clean this up. This deck looks really nice. The only bad spot on the deck is right here, so I'm gonna sand this down a little bit. And again here, I use this many times. It puts a zinc phosphate coating on the metal, so this prevents rust. Now it's been about a half hour, so I'm gonna clean that all up there. Instructions says to clean it with water, but I'm gonna use Windex. I'm gonna let that dry for another 15 minutes. All right, it's all good there. I'll just drill an 8mm hole on top of the cap here and I'll just pour it upside down. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let that dry for a couple hours and I'm gonna put a coat of top coat on top of that. Just touch up the deck here. I raised the first masking tape here up so it won't leave a rigid line there. So I'm just going to put a little light coat here.
"15 minutes later."
Yeah, 3 light coats did the trick. Put the blade there right on the center of the hole here. It's a little bit heavy on this side, but not that bad. Yeah, so I'm gonna grind a little bit on this side. I already put new bearings in these spindles. I got a video on that, so I'll put it in the description below. These blades here should be sitting below the edge of this deck. So I already did this check before. So these sit about a ½ inch below here, which is good. Same thing here, and same thing there, and that way. And
this way, and they match up here perfect. And I'll spin around 180, make sure these blades or these spindles are not bent, and these ones are good. If these blades are not lining up, your deck's bent. Now, I got a video on that, how to straighten these decks out. I'll put it in the description below. So when this mower decks are engaged, it's like this, but when you let go, these brake pads goes against these spindles. And these one here are in really, really good shape. They're not even rusted around the springs and everything here, so I'm going to leave them like that. And I'm going to tap in this thread there to clean it. I'm going to clean the tractor here. Well, a little spray wax on the inside of the rims. It up there. I'm just going to run the buffer on the hood here. I'm going to run a hard pad with a polish, and then I'll finish it off with a soft pad and a polish, and then wax. I'm going to switch over to a softer pad. I'll put a little ceramic wax here. Looks a lot better. I'll give the rest of the tractor a little light coat of ceramic wax here. That looks a little better. I'll put the deck in there. Just put it in like this here, and that attaches underneath there. Put a clip there. Just a clip here, clip in the front. Before I put that all in there, just attach this PTO cable here first. Belt on here, inside the guard here. So I'm going to set up the mower deck on here. I put 14 psi in the front and 9 in the rear. I put it to 2.5, so I want the blades to be exactly 2.5 inches off the ground. And since these blades are a 1/2 inch underneath this edge here, I've got a 2-inch block here, just to make sure it just fits there. It's just pretty good. And the front fits pretty good. Now I checked the other side, it was a little bit high, so I lowered that down a little bit, and I double checked here again. And there, so the deck is perfectly level right now. So I'm going to double check the blades with this gauge here. Make sure it hits the edge of the blade here. And it's exactly 2.5 inches. Into the front. And it's exactly 2.5 inches. Now that the level deck is perfectly level, I'm going to lower the front end down a hair so the front part of the mower deck mows the grass, not the back. So I'm going to turn that nut in the front about 3/4 of a turn counterclockwise. That will lower the deck 1/8 of an inch, so that should be perfect. So let's talk some numbers here. So this tractor cost me about $800 Canadian. I got $150 into it. And so if I sell this for $2,000 in the spring, because it's the middle of winter here in Canada right now, I'll make a profit of just over $1,000. And I've got about 6 hours into it. So that comes out to $175 an hour.
That's pretty good money for me. So if you like this video, press thumbs up below, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.